landing in your stock rig to full-on LS-powered 2 buggies on stickies. This is the Total Off-Road Podcast. I'm Steve, and Ian is not here, and neither am I. So this week's episode basically is going to be a sneak peek into what Patreon content looks like. I'm going to be putting a mashup of all the Patreon stuff together. And what happened was I ended up having to work until 9 o'clock tonight on a hopper bottom, a trailer that a guy needed done. Customers coming to pick it up. And so I was not able to make it over to Ian's. Mike and Ian were there at the studio waiting for me, but I just could not make it over there. So I am recording this on my phone, and then I'm going to upload it to the computer. I'm going to put together a mashup of Patreon content for you guys, and hopefully it's worth listening to. Hope you guys enjoy it, and we will catch you on the trail.
Okay, there you go.
I will be 100% honest about that. Our microphones cost $25 for everything. Like for the microphone, the boom, maybe even the cables. I don't know.
No, the cables were separate. It just because the other cables that came with it were like USB, so you can hook to the computer, and those are not welcome here. Just kidding. I still have them.
Just in case.
Yeah, just because you never know. You never know when you need a party.
That's right.
Well,
Rory.
What's up, dude?
Hey.
I have a bone to pick with you.
Bring it on.
My box was not big enough to contain a shifter.
Dang it.
And please let the record show for the Patreons that Ian was not the first one to bitch about free stuff today.
There you go.
So just throw that out there.
I think I kind of gave you a heads up on that it was...
Man, I was just really hoping that you maybe like accidentally knocked a shifter off the shelf into the box.
Oh shit, it just fell in the box.
Oh yeah, it just fell into this little box with this onesie. Yeah.
Dude, we've been hanging out too long because you're starting to expect like some race lines to come in a fucking little tiny box, and it's not going to happen.
Well,
Just
I'm
add
still
water.
waiting for something to show up free because I don't even think that's really ever going to happen to you guys. So we
got some axle shaft stubs. Those were
we got
free.
some stubs. We got
some good free broken parts.
Yeah.
I got a onesie, a badass onesie. I mean, I can't wear it, but my kid can.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. I guarantee you, he wrecks this. It's in white.
Oh yeah,
he will wreck it in the first, if not the first, like time he wears it, maybe the second.
It's for show.
Oh yeah, he's gonna shit this thing right up.
It's like a tube top, and you just cut it off right under the logo. It's a straight tube top. Like I don't know if that's a thing, but yes, it can become a thing.
My mom's pretty good with a sewing machine. I'm betting I could get some gray fabric, sew us like a
little seam
sew
on
a thing
it
around the bottom, make it into a bigger shirt,
like one of those welding jacket shirts that just covers your tits.
It's a 6 to 12. I'm hoping we get a couple of wearings out of this one. I will definitely be gramming that when it comes
How
up.
fast does like a baby grow?
Stupid.
Like a week. Give me like a week.
Huh?
Give me a week. Like what's a baby grow weight wise in a week? Like in the
you don't think it's that
phase.
much until you think about the fact that until you put an article of clothing on them.
Yeah.
And you put it on one time and it's a 3 to 6 month clothing. You wear it one time and a week and a half later, it's too small. You're like, what just happened?
So like the dog, we took the dog to the vet a week ago, Monday.
Yeah.
Not this Monday, last Monday.
Right.
And he was 5.6 pounds.
Yeah.
And then literally went to the vet today and has gained 1.1 pound.
In 5 days?
In 5 days.
Nice.
And I'm like, Jesus. Like, he
he's
looks a little bigger, but
he's
like...
at Ian's house. I mean, so...
Well, I haven't fed him any people food yet. And that, I just about gave him a piece of nugget the other day for lunch because I'm like, dude, the dog's... This dog, his first people food will be a chicken fucking nugget.
I mean... The fact that you didn't do it is an epic fail.
My wife's very strict.
You wouldn't have to tell anybody.
Food.
Don't
I know,
feed the
but
dogs.
like,
don't. Then every time you want to sit down to eat, there's a dog looking at you going, "Feed me."
This is what I get from my wife.
So what you do? Here's what you do.
I didn't do it.
Hey, here's what you do.
Put it in the bowl.
Put it in the bowl.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yep. You take a nug. You don't do it while you're eating.
Mm-hmm.
Just randomly take a nug.
How am I supposed to save a nug though?
A chunk of nug.
I really didn't want to give up my nugs. Like I didn't want to share.
A chunk of nugget.
Chunko nug.
Chunko nug. Anyway, it's what you do. You take a little piece. Here's the thing. You have to do it for your child. Like, it's one of those things. But, like, the fact that Nugget would get a nugget as its first people food.
Yeah.
It's It's worth it.
I don't think she supports naming the dog Nugget, though.
Can it be his middle name? Finley Nugget?
I don't know. F Nug. She's called him Daryl multiple times. And I'm like, I told you we should have named him fucking Daryl. Like, he'd be sitting on the shelf the other day. And she's like, Daryl? And I'm like, he's a shelf queen. I don't know what you need. It's like everything else around here. It gets bought, it puts on a shelf, and have a nice day.
He was on the shelf.
Yeah, he was sitting on the fancy the wood shelf thing, like next to the Christmas decorations. And I'm like, look, we got a statue.
On the bottom or like up higher? Like
no,
he was on the
couch. He was on the first step or the first shelf. That's funny.
That's great. I like it. Rory, how in the world do I say your last name?
Pretend it's not French, like the bank, and just say Desjardins.
Okay. That's how I say it.
Desjardins.
I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
Make sure it wasn't.
Actually would be French and French Canadian Desjardins.
Yeah, the C. Desjardins.
Should I say it that? I'm going to say it that way.
I feel like that's church. You church it up. You can church it up.
Yeah.
La 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 la. No, not Pepe the Pew.
I want to talk shifter shit.
Well, we got to talk shifter shit. We're getting the pre out of the way because you were late as fuck to the party.
Rory, do you have time this evening, to pull off a midweek mini?
Probably.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I know, right? So we can do...
I need a drink.
He'll be on the Patreon. I'm going to go get one here in a second. He'll be on the Patreon. He'll be on the midweek mini. And he'll be on the episode.
Damn.
Yeah, Rory getting that coverage.
Fucking A.
Bring it on.
I want to sell shifters. That's what I want to do. Like, it really... Like, it's bonerific. And that's a word. You can Google it. I wouldn't do it at work, though. That's probably bad. Bonerific to me when we can partner with somebody on the podcast.
Yes.
And then, like, I don't want to say sell the shit because I think the products sell themselves. But, like, if I can make the connection, oh, my God. Like, it's so awesome. Like, I love it when, like, the crawler guys are like, oh, we've sold all this stuff. And Chris is like, oh, I sold some parts today. And I love it. So I want to sell a shifter.
Things you need to know.
I'm going to sell a shifter this week.
Is it going to be to me?
I don't give a fuck who's to. I can sell you one right now.
We can probably sell
it. What are we doing? What's going
on? So here's something the patrons need to know. You'll get it in their full episode too, but let's see here. This week, there's going to be a discount code for one of our partners.
Damn, who's that?
Off-Road Anonymous.
Nice.
This is your opportunity. This is the largest discount he offers.
I'm so poor annually. Right now, though.
You better find some fucking money. Discount code is SAVEBIG30. 30% off everything he makes. Damn it. I know.
Whoa.
I know. That's a discount, Jackson.
How long is that good for?
The week.
The week.
So starts Monday, ends Monday.
Monday?
Sure.
Is that a podcast-specific code?
No,
or is that just ORA's like weekly?
But he sent that to me early. Yeah, I was like, I haven't been very good about shouting out your discount codes lately. He's like, well, I haven't been very good about listening to the podcast. He's like, I'm so far behind on everything.
I'm bad right now. I'm like 6 episodes behind on my normal podcasts.
So I can't listen to podcasts and polish.
Well, you could. You just choose not to.
So I did the other day, and it wasn't bad. But like today, I was in full on hustle mode.
Mm-hmm.
So
you didn't hustle enough,
dude. There's no way.
I don't want to point the obvious out, but
imagine this.
I was on time.
Imagine this morning.
Yep.
Around 11 o'clock.
Yep.
I told you if I would have went over to your work, and I told you need to be in Chicago by 5 p.m.
Could have done it
on foot.
Yeah, could have done it.
That is what I was doing today.
Let's see. 11-ish this morning, I was out at the airport at Flight Star looking at a private jetliner. And
to purchase?
Well, yeah, I got spare.
For the race series, right?
spare money. So they're
no, it's so we can make our way out to Washington, so we can go wheeling.
We
can go snow wheeling.
Yes,
he's looking at a helicopter.
Pacific Northwest. So I'm looking at this fucking plane. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing to that? And because I always like to ask questions when I see cool, shiny airplanes. And I love going out there too because it's always so clean and I feel like a doctor.
That's awesome.
And so I'm like, what are you doing to this one? And he's like, well, we're putting new engines on it. And I'm like,
Jesus.
Like,
there's no parts anywhere.
Did the engine like blow up? Or like, wouldn't you just change an airplane engine for like because you're bored. He's like, oh no, the guy that owns the plane wants more wants more, I don't know, airspeed, I guess. Yeah, wants to fly faster. And I'm like, bro, he's just straight. He's like, yeah, they're just replacing the engines with like newer, better, faster. I don't know. And I'm like, who in the fuck has enough fuck you money to not only, because this fucking jet, well, I took a picture of it. I'll show you later.
Here's the thing.
It was gorgeous. And then like, I want to fly faster.
Jimmy John.
Fuck you. Like, dude, bro, you fly. Period. You win.
You know it's Jimmy John.
I don't want to fly faster.
Did they tell you who it was?
They didn't know. I didn't ask who it was because they probably didn't tell me. But I know his hangar is out there.
I know.
But usually his planes are on the other because they have like 2 hangars.
Yeah.
And their main hangar is like the peons, and the other hangar is like the elites. Because that one's attached to Jimmy John's hangar.
Okay. To Jimmy John's hangar.
I've been inside his private hangar once, and oh my Lord.
Oh man,
it was not a good time.
Really?
No.
Why?
So the customer that rented it was a 135-foot boom because they were
changing the lights.
They were painting the ceilings. Okay. So they were painting the ceilings inside this hangar, and I don't know who in the fuck decided this was a good idea, but they were doing this with the airplanes and shit still in the hangar. Oh my God. So what they had did was they decided to use this fancy fucking paint. It's supposed to be some kind of paint, some like epoxy or some shit kind of paint that you spray on, like with this industrial paint sprayer. And it, as soon as it lands, like if it goes through the air and shit, it's supposed to dissipate fast enough that whatever it lands on, it's supposed to just be like dust. And I got to witness firsthand that did not work as advertised on Jimmy John's fucking airplane. And I got to go out there and work on this boom that was broken.
Did he show
while
up?
they were doing this?
Did he show up?
No, he's got like 8 people that like chew people's ass for that. But holy Christ. I don't know how you detail an airplane, but I swear to God, it looked like that whole fucking airplane had like primer dust all over it.
Oh my God.
And they're over there like rubbing on this thing and it wasn't coming off.
So there's a company down, I think it's in Florida, called Plane Clean. And they're a detailing company.
That like details like the outside of airplanes.
All they do is detail planes. And part of that is metal polishing the nose cones and the trim, like the bezel, or that's called something on the motor housing
around there. Yeah.
All the bright work. Yeah, they polish all that stuff up. And I was like, how do I get to that point,
dude? I wouldn't
like. I want to do bright work on a plane.
Nope.
Fuck yeah, I do. I want to do.
They are so clean and meticulous. Ugh.
I thought about volunteering, but it's a hell of a drive. But the Air Force Museum in Dayton, Ohio.
Okay, yeah.
I thought about like because when they restore planes, they polish them all up.
Yeah.
Well, they do a terrible job.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're going on volunteers.
Well, it's all volunteer. Yeah.
I'll bring my mother's Powerball and some.
No, they just burn the fuck out of the aluminum. But I was like, man, I would love to do, like, you know how much fun that would be? Just go over there for a week, get a hotel, go over there for a week and just polish a plane every day for a week.
When they were getting at the Chanute Air Force Base, right up the road, they were like, they had sold everything or they were giving planes to museums or whatever the fuck they were doing. We had a shitload of equipment in there that they were dismantling these planes with. Jesus. So that was some of these coolest service calls I've ever had to go on, was to go in there while they're like taking these old like World War II airplanes apart. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so cool looking. Yeah, I was fucking.
Have you been to the one over in Dayton?
No,
dude, it's unbelievable.
I know.
Imagine if all of Chanute was a building.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
That's it.
Yep.
Like, it's dumb. There's a B-52 parked
inside.
Yeah, and not only is it parked inside, it takes up about a third of that, not even a third of that.
Yeah,
room.
It's probably like a toy.
Yeah. You walk in and you're like, oh, that's kind of big. And you don't realize, like, and then you're like, oh God, that's a B-52. And then in the next room you go to, there's a B-2 bomber.
Oh, I've always wanted to see one of those.
Dude. Yep. You walk underneath it and you're like, huh, it's dark under here.
Yeah, cool. This is cool. It's blocking the sun.
We should go sometime. Usually I go every year in late December, early January.
Thanks, COVID.
Oh, I bet. Oh,
I bet it's close as fuck.
Man, that's terrible. Fucker.
He called us.
Huh?
Well, I didn't know my phone was ringing until it was too late.
What the fuck are we doing?
It's because you're slow.
Get your shit together, St. Clair.
I'm going to eat this wrap.
Look, man, we're dealing with snowpocalypse down here, okay?
Oh, calm your tits.
Texas is
Good
supposed to get like, this is a hell of a wrap for
burrito?
Starbucks.
Jesus fuck,
Texas is getting like 3 flurries and like they're out buying gas like the pandemic is about to take over the world.
I love it, you fucking little bitches. And Shelby's like, motherfuckers, I was just in Alaska. This ain't shit.
It's warmer in Alaska right now.
Yeah, it's actually warmer in Fairbanks, Alaska than
pull
it
your
is
mic
here.
away. I'm so
Me?
sorry. No, this dickweed that's... Could you not?
You're just going to trigger somebody with that.
Oh, yeah. Like half the audience is upset. The other half is like, what is that noise?
Oh, it's a good sound.
Shelby, are we nice and clear?
Yeah, for the most part.
You can hear me. You can hear me whispering like this.
Yes, I can.
Wow. It really does work like Ian said it does.
I know, it's buttery.
It's fucking magical. So we have a real tendency when you're like right up on the microphone, you like talk nice and low when you're not really like being loud. And then last week when we had the phone issues, the phone was sitting on the table. They were listening to us through the phone microphone and not through these microphones. And so that made it a real bitch.
Oh, yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, so we had to be loud the whole time. You couldn't just like, say little.
We couldn't slide the low, quiet like side comments.
Yeah,
like that's what she said.
Yeah, you couldn't. They wouldn't get them. Like the audience would be like, "Well, I heard it, but they didn't like. It didn't trigger them." So yeah,
it's no fun talking shit to somebody if they can't hear you talking shit, because that's the whole point of talking shit, in my opinion.
I enjoy the fact that you have such a simple setup now and it works. Like, I know it took a minute to get that figured out now, but like, look how clean it is. It's literally an audio cable. Now you can't charge.
I haven't tried that yet, but
do you have wireless charging on that?
Yeah.
Okay. What's that now? There's something entertaining. Okay. I need to keep my fucking mouth shut.
Shut the fuck up.
That's it. I need to shut my fucking mouth, because if you listen to 3 episodes back, I talk about like, oh man, like we're gonna skate through this winter without ever hitting like negative temperatures, because I'm like looking at the February and it's like, oh yeah, through like February 14th, it's supposed to be like in the 20s for lows. We're good to go.
And then it goes to shit.
Fuck yeah. And I say something, it goes negative 20. God. So basically, I just need to shut my fucking mouth. I need to observe things with my brain and not with my mouth.
Yes.
See?
That was a very honest answer. Yes. Not oh, well, actually, just yes.
Fucking factual. Jesus. Shelby, how was fucking KOH?
Dude, it was like always. It's the most memorable or the most fun you have while being 100% miserable the entire time.
Oh, it's beautiful. That sounds wonderful.
It sounds like every off-road event ever.
And you two chuckle fucks could have experienced it had you shown up like you said you would.
Well,
I watched it on TV. It's good.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah,
I was warm.
almost.
I was warm. Slept in my own bed. Watched on TV. Why do I even need to go? Really?
I'm not going to lie. We watched most of the race on the live feed. Actually, from camp, we watched most of the races. It was easier.
Yeah.
You know what I'd
most
rather
of the
do?
guys, Kevin and Heath and Carrie and Jerry and JD, they actually stayed at camp during the shootout and watched it there while I was down there, in the pit area.
You know what I'd rather do? I would rather spend 2021 putting together a little EMC truck, like a stock class, and just go race it. Like, as much fun as it would be just to be out there on the lake bed doing nothing, like, wouldn't it also be fun just to put something together and just attempt to make it to the end?
Yeah, I'm going to put a 4400 car together and do that.
Yeah.
You're halfway there, Steve. Bust the glass out of low key.
No, fuck
put a cage in it, and you're good to go.
Yep.
I mean, almost there. I could just go buy another. Oh no, we should do it with the fucking Liberty.
Oh my god!
If we're gonna break the internet, we have to do it right.
I mean, yeah, fucking do it with a KJ. Can't be. Hey,
what is that? That's
CBAP YWL. CBAP YWL, baby.
Amen to that.
I want to put that on a sticker so bad.
On a shirt.
As long as I get royalties of the sticker, I'm fine with that.
You don't get shit because you didn't do the work.
That is true. You just thought it. You just thought it up.
Sue you. You keep
sue away, my friend.
You keep saying you're going to get sued. Well, here's the chance you're going to actually get sued if you put my damn phrase on a freaking sticker and I don't get any money out of it.
My acronym on a sticker.
The best thing is when you sue us, all you're going to get is more debt. Like, you're not going to get anything.
I'm going to put an S in front of it.
Oh.
I'm going to put an S in front of it. Shelby.
Oh.
And put that on the sticker. We're like, what's that?
Oh, my gosh.
Then you can't even sue me.
He's just going to show up and kick your ass. And I'm like, well,
we got
touche.
We got 2 new patrons this week.
Nice.
Yep.
Is one of them Wolfie?
No.
Oh, my gosh.
That fucking guy. Nobody fucking.
He's fired.
We keep calling him out in the Patreon section.
Yeah.
He's fired.
That's where we call him out in the Patreon section, and then he doesn't.
And he doesn't know we're talking shit.
So nobody got Patreon last year or last year. Nobody got it last week. I didn't do it.
Didn't do what?
I didn't edit that that shit show that was a Patreon.
Oh, the shitty audio. That's probably.
So I'll probably double dump this week.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll go through and edit that. What is savable of that?
Yep.
And so that they kind of know what was going on. Because like the patrons, like we give them like everything.
Yep.
They get the whole lowdown. But we got 2 new. We got Ryan Yost? I think it's Yost. And Dave
Cole
Hansen. Oh, not Cole. But Dave Hansen's got a buggy.
Okay.
I was like, I know that name. And I went to the old face pages. I was like, oh yeah. He was just
I was about to say, if Dave Cole is a patron, holy crap.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be pretty pimp right there.
Yeah, that's when you know you've made it.
Did we announce Tyler Spear?
Don't think so.
That was January 29th. We would have said that by now.
Welcome.
Yeah, do it again?
Sure.
Just relive it.
I'm
pretty sure we already did that. But yeah.
Did you get my picture of the polished buggy yesterday?
Yeah, whose is that?
Charlie Brown Jr.
Never heard of her.
Oh my God.
Who's polishing it?
I don't know who polished it. All I'm telling you is it's a polished rock bouncer, and it's sexual.
All I can tell you is it wasn't me, so they're not that cool.
Oh my gosh! Okay,
you know,
I don't know. I gotta say, it looks pretty cool running across the snow.
If the number 1 polisher on TikTok isn't the one that polished your buggy, I mean, you're just secondhand.
Polished is polished.
I mean, yeah, but you didn't get it. Like you didn't get. It doesn't have that summer shine. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Let me show you this video because you probably haven't seen it either.
So, who dubbed you the number 1 polisher on TikTok?
TikTok did.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Why is that? Why are we?
What did they base the requirement on?
Hold on. Let's listen to this. So is this recording then? So like we're okay. One more time. Yep, that's pretty banging in the snow.
It looks badass in the snow.
It does. It looks really good.
You're asking.
I really feel bad for him because where he's coming to race, it's going to be some nasty, nasty mud.
Technically, I'm lying to you.
Is he putting like decals and stuff on the side of that, or is he just leaving it clean AF?
He will probably put decals on it if I had to guess.
Okay.
Technically, I'm lying to you. The biggest polisher on TikTok is actually Coin Polisher. And all he does is coins. And I don't know how long he's been doing it, but he's got like 350,000 followers or something like that. Why are we having that thing now?
Comes and goes.
Yeah, it does.
Minor details.
Is it because the cord is just too close to something? Sorry, we're getting a little feedback in our headphones.
That's okay.
That did not help the situation. Put it on the floor. Is the aux cord passing by other cords there on the side?
Not really.
Huh. Huh. Can you hear that, Shelby?
Yep, I can hear you.
No, you can. Can you hear that clicking noise?
No, I don't hear nothing.
I think it's going to be in the headphones.
I wonder if it's going to be in the audio.
Should have just not watched Rock Bouncer videos.
Well, I was doing a little bit before that. Huh. I don't know.
I have a very shitty aux cord too, so I need to get. I need to get me a nice one.
Yeah, we need to buy one that's high quality, like double wound bullshit.
Well, I didn't know I needed an aux cord until this morning.
Oh,
and because I was going to do it the other way.
I've got like 2 dozen. No, we've got several aux cords.
I haven't found any.
Oh, because you have to go into the 3mm jack on the top piece now.
Yeah.
See,
but it's no problem. It works.
It works.
Well, Southern Rock Racing Series opener is this weekend. Podcast World this weekend.
Yes, podcast time this weekend. So their race is actually on the 19th and the 20th of February.
Nice.
Shelby's going because he's cool like that.
Is he?
Yep.
Bitch.
I've got a calendar in front of me and I'm going, so I kind of know those dates.
I'm doing it. Yeah.
So anyway, you were asking what deemed me the number one Poolisher on TikTok, and what makes me the number one is that I'm the one with the most followers, so I win.
Okay, well,
outside of the guy,
you happy,
outside of the guy that polishes coins.
If that makes you happy, to be the number one on TikTok.
I mean, it doesn't make me sad. I guarantee you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't make me sad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Steve FYWL.
I mean, that's why I'm number one.
Is there supposed to be an S in front of that now? Do we have to do we change that every time we say it, or just certain times?
Well, I mean, if we put an S in front of it, it could go for Steve,
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
Seemingly he just turned that around.
It could be.
And talk shit back to you with your own phrase.
Right.
But does he have to pay you to use it now?
Yes.
So you pay each other.
Yes.
Anytime that phrase is used, I have to be paid.
Okay. I see. Interesting.
Huh.
No matter if I use it, you use it, Ian uses it, Catherine, doesn't matter. I have to get paid 30 cents per.
Fuck you.
30 cents.
30 cents per use?
Yeah. Well, I've got more freaking dog coin to buy.
That's a good way for nobody to fucking use your saying ever.
My thought here is I want a banner.
Yeah.
At KOH all week long. I want a banner behind an airplane
that says that.
That says it, and then I pay him 30 cents one time.
Okay. Oh,
because it only uses it once.
Yeah.
And then thousands of people see it for that 30-cent investment.
Everybody was so confused. You have to give it a .com or a .racing address.
I just spell the whole fucking thing out.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Big letters.
Quarter-mile banner behind this airplane just flying around the lake.
And it's like big letters for the beginning of the word, and then the rest of the word smaller.
Yep. I'm sure that would go over well. Cost me $100,000 to do that all week, but it's fine.
Totally worth
30
it.
cent
if y'all
investment.
Excuse me for a minute. I'm going to go buy a domain real quick.
Yeah, right. Should be an off the cuff fun episode, hopefully. Oh, are we on there? Okay.
Yep.
Welcome, patrons. Yeah. So anyway, what I was talking about with that whole situation, I've already built this in my head years ago.
So now you're just going to actually do it.
Now I'm just going to actually do it. So what I think it's going to require, and this is I have in my head, I've made this up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to buy a piece of 1/4-inch plate and I'm going to cut it into triangles. Okay.
Okay.
Where the transmission crossmember is, there are two, there's a crossmember there and it has two, I think they're 3/4-inch bolts.
Okay.
That hold the crossmember in place. They go through the frame. So I'm going to take those bolts out. I'm going to drill the holes in the plate, and then I'm going to drill one more hole in the frame further forward. So there'll be 3 bolts total.
And bolt it in.
Yeah, I'm going to bolt it there, and then I'm going to drill 2 holes in the sides of the cross member. I'm going to put a spacer, and what it'll be a triangle on the frame, right?
Mm-hmm.
To the cross member. And there'll be 3 bolts here on the frame, and then 2 bolts on the cross member here. And then I'll weld my link tabs to that triangle plate.
Makes sense.
Yep. And then that'll be your front radius arm setup. And then
you're just going to use it all.
I think all I need to do. I don't know. I think I'm going to make my own radius arms. Make them adjustable.
I don't know. I mean, it's all possible.
Pretty easy. Fairly easy, right?
Easy enough.
And because I don't know if the factory radius arms will be long enough to reach that bracket. So I'm going to look into that, and I'm going to I think probably the hardest thing is going to be cutting all the shit off of the frame.
I don't think it's going to be that bad.
People I've seen do it in the past have like then gone through and plated the frame afterwards. Seems excessive.
Yeah. Probably cleans it up a little bit, makes it look smooth, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, the one guy that I looked at, he went through and plated the frame. I was like, wow, that's a lot of work.
That's a lot of fucking around.
I would love to use the rear leaf springs,
but
I don't know width wise or anything else. I may have to like change my shackles, but maybe I can use the shackles off of that truck. I don't know. So there's some I don't knows yet. But once it all gets here, I'll be able to measure and
figure something out.
Yeah, I'll probably do it this summer sometime.
Should do it right now.
You're not wrong. Because if you do it right now, it'll be done. You won't have to like think about it. Yep.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. Just chop. No, I'm 100% on that. If I had wheels, if it was going to come with the wheels and tires, then I would be
done. So,
oh God, yes. I don't know about Dunzo, but I would like definitely be like, okay, let's try to get this going. But I need to do it somewhere where I have a welder and all
sell you
stuff.
a welder. You don't buy a welder?
Yeah.
I'm getting out of off-road stuff.
Are you?
Yeah.
Why?
Just planning on not going to KOH already. Welder. Complete sellout sale.
You can make me a good deal on it all?
Oh, yeah.
I need that.
I got to fire sell it.
Yeah, I
got to fire sell everything.
Hold on, let me get some skillet money out of my back pocket.
Done.
I was doing the math. I was trying to figure out how I was going to break this to Jess because I kind of had mentioned that I was doing this.
I don't know if you need to mention it.
Oh, yeah, you definitely need to mention it. There's no secrets. You keep no secrets in the household. It's better that way. Trust me.
Don't tell her how much you paid for it.
She knows. She's
That's the problem. See,
it's not a problem.
You got to lie about the price.
No.
But see, the problem is,
I don't want to be that guy.
I am that guy. But I married I don't know how. I married a smart woman.
Yeah.
So she's not dumb.
Yeah.
I'm sure she could Google something and get a ballpark price on it.
She's like, well, it sells online for this. Why'd you get such a good deal?
Yeah. But no, she did like legit. She doesn't care.
Yeah.
It's just one of those like,
make sure your bills
how much you pay for this? $12. Okay, those tires were not $12. Yes, they were.
We have the running thing at the house where something shows up and she's like, "It's a good deal, huh?"
Had to have it. I'm actually pulling a good deal card right now on my wife. I just sent her a picture of something that's a good deal.
What is it?
I can't tell you.
Is it like a motorhome?
No.
Is it a house?
No.
Is it? What is it?
You should just know what it is.
I should just know what it is.
If you don't know, you don't know.
Figured it was a motorhome.
It's not.
A dog. Another dog.
We already got one of those.
A baby.
No, God, no.
Buying a baby.
No.
What are you trying to buy that I don't even know? Another truck?
Nope.
No, you just got yours. It should be a motor coach. Should be that's what your next purchase is, right?
Well, it should be.
Yeah. But it's not. That's not what you're trying to. I don't even know what you need.
Need's not the right word for this one.
Let me see it. Oh, it's a razor. That's what it is. That's right. You were saying that you were kind of thumbing around. Don't buy a fucking razor. If you buy a fucking razor, then I gotta buy a fucking razor. And then this becomes
to see the downside of this.
And then this becomes the fucking razor podcast, and then we're competing with other podcasts and
just merge them together, and we could all go ride our razors and fist bump and drink Red Bulls. To which I ordered a case of Red Bull today for the first time in my life. And used financially good deal as the excuse for doing it.
It was better to purchase in bulk.
Oh, yeah. It's better to buy a case of Red Bull than two at a time at the gas station.
Yeah.
But, like, that's a terrible, like, yes, it's a good financial move. Do you need to buy 2 Red Bulls a day? Well, no, probably not. But if I'm going to.
Yeah. This is true. My buddy Adam drinks a lot of, or used to drink a lot of Monster. And so instead of him buying Monsters at the gas station every day, he's got a computer store. Instead of doing that, he just decided he would just go ahead and become a dealer. Mm-hmm. So he just signed up as a distributor for Monster and has a Monster like display in his store.
Oh God!
It's just this is a full size fridge.
Yep,
and it's all glass front and it has all the Monsters in it. He's like, yeah. He's like, I buy it by the case, and then it got to the point where he was drinking like 2 to 3 a day. He's like, I've got to stop, and so he restocked the fridge with Monster Rehab. was like, and that's how it's done.
Is that a step in the right direction?
I think so. Yeah, I think
it is. Like, I'll take it as a win.
So, reached out to, was that ice crunching loud?
It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't like, oh my God.
Yeah. I reached out to Pruitt about tuning.
Okay.
Gonna get the crew cab tuned.
Mm-hmm.
Because I already told you what the issue is with it.
Okay.
And I want to diagnose that and make sure that it is, in fact, mechanical.
Okay.
Part related versus computer related.
Yep.
So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get a new battery for it and throw that in there because the battery keeps dying. So the computer's probably not happy about that.
Yep.
And then I'm going to take it over to him, have him do a driving tune on it real quick just to check everything, make sure everything's functioning. If everything in the computer is functioning as it is and it's sending the right signals, then it's going to go to said shop.
The trans shop again.
Yes.
Then
I wasn't going to tell the patrons, but I guess since you are.
They put one and one together and came up with 11 like the rest of us. You know, it's like, hooey.
I feel a little dumb about it, but it is what it is. Here's the thing.
What do you do?
Like I said, I can't fault the builder of the trans yet because it's been sitting for 3 years.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Well, it's not a 2015 Toyota Corolla that's bone stock.
Yeah,
that's a transmission that came in it, got rebuilt, and then now it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like,
it is the transmission that came in it. But
but there's a whole bunch of other variables. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
replace the PCM being the aftermarket, not aftermarket, but a modded PCM.
Yeah,
that did not come in that truck.
Yeah,
seems to be the issue. I mean, that's my thing. And so here's the thing. Say the brake switch went out.
Yeah.
You know, say some sensor somewhere went out that is keeping it from going into overdrive.
Yep. That's
not trans related. I want to diagnose that first and make sure the PCM is in fact telling it to go into overdrive. And then if it doesn't, if it is telling it to go into overdrive, it's not going in, then I will have the PCM set and tuned, make sure everything is dialed in on the PCM side.
Yep.
And then I will take it back to the trans shop and say, hey, here's what's going on. You guys fix it. Let me know when it's ready to go again.
6 years later.
No.
Listen, mother trucker.
If it's more than like a month or it's got a 6-month warranty on the trans parts and labor. So I don't have a fear of him getting it dialed in. It should be fine. Like he should be able to get her figured out and get her dialed in.
Yep.
I just want to make sure that everything on my end is done correctly first. So I'm gonna get that sorted and get it fixed. I think with the new thing that's shown this week, I think it's gonna tow nice. What do you think?
I like it.
So on the current setup, 33s with a 373, it doesn't exactly love trailering,
but it will.
But I think with potentially 34s or even maybe 30, maybe I'll run the same tire for a little bit.
35, yeah.
The 35s. I mean, factories are 35s for the truck.
Yep.
Should I just tell them?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Tune in next week where you'll find out what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yep.
But 430s ought to pep that thing right up.
Yep.
I'm excited for all that. What are you doing on your phone, Daryl?
Just looking at stuff. Just browsing the world.
Do share.
Just browsing the world.
Mm-hmm. What time is it? Well, it's 9:30 already.
Yeah.
Oh, there's old Jacob. Oh, look at this guy. What'd you do this week?
Worked.
Yep.
Worked.
Put everything on fire sale for fucking.
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about now that Jacob is not available to do this thing?
Well, we got stuff to talk about.
Do we?
Yeah.
Side by side things.
Nah, not that. People would stop listening to the podcast.
Drawing a whole new audience.
Yeah.
I am so over this phone. I'm going to go buy a new phone eventually. I'm getting over the keyboard. And
I don't know how you deal with the screen being broken like that.
I'm fairly used to it now.
It bothers me.
Yes.
That your screen is broken.
Yes. It bothers me that my screen is broken. But I also don't want to drop fucking $1,300 on a new phone.
Well, I don't blame you, but I'm just here to tell you, like, it bothers me that your phone screen, because that just like every time I've only broken like 2 screens.
Yeah.
The one time it was like the whole phone was fucked.
When I broke this one initially, so the initial break was up here in this corner.
Yeah. Okay? And then once it goes,
and then I was doing the axle swap or doing the axle work on the Jeep over the summer, and this was in my pocket of my Dickie shorts in my side pocket. And when in my shorts, when I bend down, it just falls out. And so since this was already compromised and I already had a scratch, when it hit the concrete like this, when I was doing the bead locks, it just rockified this whole side over here.
What phone is that?
S9 Plus.
Is it at the curved edges on the screen?
It does.
Okay, so we have Galaxy. Is it a 10 maybe?
Okay, yeah.
A work phone.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's an 8. I don't know. Right. But it's got that curved edge.
Yeah.
I have broke 2 of those screens.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
So they come with a OtterBox, but it doesn't have the screen thing, and then it's got the belt clip. And I tried using that for a while instead of putting it in my pocket. Mm-hmm. And I was walking one day on concrete, and I whacked it on something or caught it on a railing or whatever, popped off and landed. I mean, it was the most like picturesque, like drop your phone. Nope, it landed face down.
Yeah.
And like, when you know that you know.
It's a different kind of pop.
And you're like, yep. Picked it up and like, yep, but it was right on that edge of that thing.
It shattered.
Our drivers go through them so fast.
Really?
And I don't know if it's that curved edge.
Are you guys not putting the Gorilla Glass protectors on?
No, they're just straight. We just fucking send it,
If you guys were to put the protectors on the side, it's hard to put the protector on it with the OtterBox though.
Mm-hmm.
Like the curved edge in the OtterBox kind of like get into
I feel like the edge of the OtterBox needs to be taller.
Yeah.
But that takes away the curved edge.
This is a commuter case, not a Defender.
Yeah.
This is a commuter because I wear it in my pocket. So it has a smooth.
This is maybe the
Is it rubber all the way around?
Yeah.
Or is it plastic on the backside?
No, it's got like a plastic thing in like the edge here is plastic, but like this is rubber.
Yours looks does it have a snap case like a snap holder?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's probably the Defender.
Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty slim. I like it, but I've also got a screen protector on this one.
Like this doesn't have a clip. You can't put this in a clip at all.
This one came with a clip, unfortunately, but the things are real skinny, which is nice because I don't use the belt clip with this.
Yeah. I used to have the Defender cases on my phones, except for I wear them in my pocket a lot. I put them in my pocket, and then when they're all rubber, like trying to get that fucker back out of your pocket.
Yep.
Pain in the ass.
Yep.
And so I switched over to the commuter cases because they're all plastic. They slide in and out of your pocket easier. But this one came with the phone.
But the one time I broke my iPhone screen, like I had to go get it replaced like that week. Like I was like, I can't deal with this.
I was going to get it replaced, but it was
it's a couple $100.
Yeah, a couple $100.
Yeah.
And I was like, do I spend that couple $100 on a new screen, or
you use your phone a lot for like
social media,
business stuff,
nonstop?
So like I could justify it. Oh, mother trucker, that was the fucking corner of the table with my knee.
Sounded like it hurt on this end. How's that feel?
Okay, we're back. And we're back. Don't be a pussy.
Okay, so I was trying to get Jacob on here. He's got some people over. He would not be available until this afternoon. I will not be available this afternoon. So I told him, I was like, we would need you in about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So does not look like we're going to get him on the old podcast.
No worries. Today. We'll get him back.
That'll be fine.
He's not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. That's the phone thing. How the fuck do we get onto like this broken screen thing?
What?
How do we get onto the phone talk?
I don't know.
Was it because I was doing something on the phone?
Probably.
Yep. I get sticky. I just was a little bit ago. I was on my phone and was going through messages over on the Loki page.
Yep.
And Big Sticky, made a message with Josh Hewitt and I together, and he's like, "Josh, this is Steve. Steve, this is Josh. Josh needs help with his TikTok stuff." He's like, going around, and Josh is like, we're friends.
Yeah, we talk once in a while.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of talk once in a while, did he call you?
Yeah.
You guys have your conversation?
This is my notes.
That's your notes
this
from
is my doodle.
You were not
page.
paying attention.
I had notes over here. Okay. I was doodling while we were conversing.
Your doodle page is full.
Yeah. It was a long combo.
How long did you talk?
Well, a while.
Yeah. I talked to him last Saturday when I was doing one of the trailers. I stopped in the middle of that.
Hour and 43 minutes.
Yeah. Ours was about an hour and a half. It's worth it.
Oh, it was 100% worth it. Yeah.
Do you feel better about your investment now?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he teach you anything?
Did
he change your week?
I'm literally adding his phone number with my own name on it. Probably shouldn't do that.
That'll be interesting.
Well, I'm calling myself.
How interesting.
The odd thing about it.
Okay.
I'm trying to type experience into the contacts. I gave him shit for still having an Illinois phone number, though.
Did you?
Yeah.
Huh.
Pops up Illinois, and I was like, didn't want to change that. And he's like, oh, there's so much. And I'm like, bro, I dread the day I ever have to change my phone number or my email. Like, good Lord.
Ugh.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Is correct.
So I feel like I'm doing a good job of utilizing what he has talked about.
Mm-hmm.
And I said my biggest problem and or concern is maintaining it.
Maintaining what you're doing, maintaining the
what I'm doing like right now. Like, fuck it. Do one more thing. Fix one more thing. Just grind it out. Fuck the time clock. Work a couple extra minutes or an extra couple hours. Knock it out. You don't
I feel
sit on TV. Like, just do shit. You're going to be more fulfilled and all that. And I'm like, that's all great. But like, if I can't maintain that, that's what concerns me.
It sounds good when you're thinking about it.
Yep.
And it's a great concept, but trying to maintain that is very difficult.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? Live and learn, I suppose.
Yeah.
Grind out.
And that's what he and I were talking about. That he's like, "What's your biggest thing? Like, what's your biggest holdup?" I was like, "Bro, I can't get going in the morning.
Yep.
Like, I can get up and get moving and stuff and doing stuff." I was like, "But getting out into the shop and actually getting started with my day, I was like, just doesn't click. Like, getting started at 8:00 in the morning doesn't click for me." Like, I get so much more done if I get started at 8:30 at night. Like, if I try to start at 8:00 at night, dude, I'll fucking wind to the sails, start rolling. But getting started at 8:00 in the morning, I'm like, let's see what I want to do today. And so we're talking about that, and he's like, "Well, what do you do instead of get started? Like, what are you doing? What's your go to instead of doing that?" I was like, TikTok. And he's like, okay. He's like, well, maybe we can use that to your advantage. He's like, why don't you at 8:00 in the morning? Why don't you make a TikTok video in the shop of what you're going to do for the day? He's like, use TikTok as your accountability measure.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's not a bad idea.
Fuck you.
Was going to totally
stop your logic shit.
Yeah. And I thought about that before. I'm like, I need to just do it. But I have, this week got completely fucked over by the snow on Monday because Jess didn't go to work. So I had to I had to kind of help watch Owen Monday. And then Tuesday was more of the same.
Yep.
And then,
sucked.
And then Wednesday, I don't even remember what I did this week. I did some skillet stuff, but nonetheless, it just got kind of mixed up and jumbled.
Yep.
But, that's my biggest fight. My biggest fight is getting up and getting moving. Once I'm moving, we're good. But getting there is what's difficult for me.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's all a mindset.
Yep.
That's the worst part.
Same with editing the podcast. And like, it's weird because like, I like editing the podcast and getting it done. But like the thought of doing it,
it's just like, ugh.
Yep.
Yep.
The thought of doing it is what's so much. And once I'm doing it, like it'd be 10:00 at night. I'm like, oh, I got to get this done. Like, I need to go do this tonight. And once I start doing it, like, it's golden.
Then it's no problem.
Yeah. Cause I'm sitting there listening to you, like you and I chit chat, and I'm laughing and stuff like that in the office and like having a good time doing that. And I'll be listening to it and I need to export it. And when I export the audio, it shuts the audio off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh
damn, somebody took it away. Give me back my toy.
So like I'll be playing on the internet, setting up the stuff on the host site.
Yep.
While listening to it instead of exporting it. I'm like, oh no, I need to export that.
I need to hit the button
because it takes a little while to export the audio, but yeah, and then getting the video set up. But the goal for today is to record the podcast, go home, edit it today, like this afternoon.
Just do it.
Yeah, get it knocked out so I don't have to worry about it. And then go to the garage a little bit later today and get my grind on with, that skillet from Rusty that I showed you.
Oh, yeah.
The ashtray skillet.
Yep.
I need to get that going. Because now I got his followers that follow me, like our mutual followers, are hounding me.
Looking. They're like looking at you like, we are waiting.
I posted a video yesterday, and one of the comments was, "Where's Rusty's skillet?"
Oh, but piss off! I haven't even taken it out of the box.
Literally said in the box.
Blow me,
I'm not taking it out of the box yet. I've not done it. Like, it's not the top priority right now.
Is he paying you for this?
He wants to. Yeah.
Well, I was like,
I told him, I was like, just send it here. He's like, well, he's like, how much you want? I'm like, don't worry about it. I was like, just send it to me. He's like, no, you're not doing it for free. I'm like, bet. So, what's going to be cool is I'm going to send him a Summershine shirt bag. Yeah. So that'll be cool.
It's good advertising.
I showed you the Only Pans thing, right?
Yeah. I'm a fan.
I got my designer working on that right now so I can turn it into a PNG logo and put it on a shirt.
Wear that shit, but put on a sticker. You need like a holographic.
Oh, I got stickers coming.
Sticker.
I got stickers coming. They'll be here Tuesday. They're not. They're just the skillet stickers, but they're skillet stickers. They were cheap. They're like 30 cents or something.
But they're not a holographic.
They're not.
Pimp ass.
They're not
sticker.
from Mule. I am considering doing a Mule. What I need to do if I'm going to do it,
be a badass.
If I'm going to do a holographic one, I need to have her invert the image. So the skillet, her current image, the skillet is silver.
Yep.
I need her to clean that out and just give me the outline of everything, and then make that and then just send them that. So cool. It's definitely on my book. It's on the
list of everything to do.
Yep, I would love that. Where is that Jeep Doc holographic? Is it here, or did I take it home with me?
I don't know.
I haven't had him on the podcast, so it's not up on the old sticker board.
That is a fact, there, folks.
We probably stuck it in the old.
It's probably in the sticker file.
It's probably up there.
Yeah. I don't know. Everything's so clean in here now. I don't know.
Yeah, who did all this cleaning? Like, where did all the shit go?
My wife cleaned it.
It was all on the table.
It was
now
all
it's
in
gone.
a giant clusterfuck, and now it's all put away.
I knew right where it was at. That's what I love about like organized disorder.
Oh, I hate it.
Do you?
I enjoy I get where you're going with it, and I love that because I know where shit in my garage is all the time.
Right.
But if somebody else walked in there, it'd be like, holy crap.
Yeah.
But like deep down, I long to be that like super organized, like everything's in its place because like
then it's in its place.
So clean looking.
The thing that I have noticed, because I'm fairly observant. The thing that I have noticed is with disorganized mayhem, like organization,
clusterfuck.
But with clusterfuckery like that, where everything's just everywhere, you see it when you walk by it.
Yep.
Whereas if it's in its place, you don't see it. So when you go to look for it, you look where you've seen it the most.
Yep.
And so like if it's out, you like, oh,
I know I put it over here.
Yeah. And so like that's one of those things. I'll be looking for something in the house. I'm like, where in the fuck is that at? And I'll go look to like where it's supposed to be.
Yep.
And I'm like, it's not there. So I'm like, okay, it used to be here and now it's not. And then I call the wife. I'm like, where is this thing? Because it was here and now it is not.
Yep.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, I put it over here. I'm like, no sense.
Stop moving my chaos around.
Well, like it'll be on like the kitchen counter. Like we have a little it's like a microwave cart, but it's like a it sits off the end of the counter like a peninsula. And so like things just kind of accumulate on the very edge of that.
Shelves are good for that. They just hold shit.
I wish I wasn't that person.
You could choose not to be. It's just not easy.
I know. Like I am becoming my parents.
You're being a hoarder.
I think so.
Of just clusterfuckery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You know, like I was watching, there was a video the other day. I was like, if you're from the Midwest, like if you grew up in the Midwest, you know, you have these things. And one of them was like the top of the refrigerator looks like a pantry.
Yep.
And like it goes on to like a whole bunch of other ones. I'm like, yep.
Oh, damn it. We're moving right now. I do not want to be like this anymore.
Yeah. But we have like on the counter between the refrigerator and the pantry, there's a counter section there. And it should be empty, but instead it has like bread, all of my dehydrated fruits bags that I buy. Like all this stuff has accumulated on this countertop. Jess tried to go through and organize it yesterday. I'm like looking last night when I'm like snacking on
now I don't know where my snacks are.
When I'm snacking on, like I'm sitting there looking at the bags and I'm going through the bags, like trying to find a certain one. I'm like, where in the fuck? And I was like, I know I have more than this. I'm like looking back and forth, and she's in the back room folding laundry, and she starts laughing. I was like, what? And she's like, it's in the pantry. I'm like, well, who put it in there?
Who put it away? Stop putting it away.
All of the fruits are here. Why are they split up
the
now?
fucking fruit department.
If you can't put them all in one place, you just leave them here.
Yes.
This is the fruit department.
The fucking fruit aisle at the grocery store is not
here, right
here and there. It's right here.
Oh God, depending on what store you're in.
Welcome to the life.
Yeah. I love it. I'm ready to go wheeling. Did I go snow wheeling? I did go snow wheeling after this event, after last week's podcast.
You went snow wheeling? Yeah. Oh, you went like driving around in the snow?
Did you see my live?
No.
Oh, you didn't see the live feed?
No.
Oh, you missed out. I fucking buried that bitch.
The Jeep?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I drove off in a 5-foot deep ditch.
How'd you get it out? Well, you want to talk about this on the podcast?
Throttle.
Or you want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Throttle and lots of it. I'll show you the video on the podcast.
Throttle and lots of it.
Well, yours truly is kind of a dumbass.
Well, we knew that, though.
Yeah.
That's not new.
Yeah. Well,
that's an interesting concept.
Seemingly, air lockers don't airlock when they don't have air.
Oh, yeah.
So you can flick the button as much as you like. If the compressor's not on, it's not.
Why'd you turn the compressor off, or was it?
Battery was dead. One of the times that the battery was dead because I left the lights on or whatever fucking I did. Because I was like I was on a trend of killing the battery every day.
Okay.
So I unplugged the compressor so I could start the Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
I unplugged the switch, and
what happened was,
because I didn't when we wired that up last summer, we didn't put an actual like shut off switch for the compressor.
Yeah.
So it's just when it's keyed ignition, and then as soon as you roll the keyed ignition, then it triggers
kicks on.
Yeah, it kicks it on.
Yep.
And so I unplugged the pressure switch to shut the thing off that day, and never plugged it back in. Didn't think anything of it. And then I was like driving around, and I realized after driving around for like 2 or 3 miles that both of my lockers were still engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Like the switches were on. I was like, oh no. I was like, wait a minute. I haven't heard the compressor run.
It hasn't made noise.
I was like, that can't be right. And then I was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh, so I was stuck in that ditch with no
4WD.
Yeah, it was a couple WDs, maybe 3, but
didn't have 4 W's.
Yep. Not true 4Ws anyway. But anyway, yeah, that's we'll get into that in the podcast here in a minute.
Right, mate.
How many minutes you got on this guy?
30.
30?
Yep.
It's not bad.
Nope.
Not bad.
Nope.
Okay. Well, let's get out of here. Thanks for being patrons. I'm trying to think. Do we have any new patrons this week? I can't remember if we got a new one this week or last week. That could work since they are gone to breakfast and are slow. Can we shoot for 11 or maybe a little before if you guys need sooner? It is currently almost 11. Yes. Okay. Well, we do have a guest now. Okay. I need his fucking number. Should we try to Facebook call him and see how the audio sounds through your phone? Okay. Let's maybe try that.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, patrons. And we will catch you guys in the full episode. You know where to leave the comments. Go play around in the patron page on Facebook a little bit. Get some activity going on there.
Pump up the numbers.
Yeah, we haven't had any new patrons this week. So, yep.
Get that giveaway entry.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to know. You can't upsell it in a group that's only for the people who have paid for it.
Yeah, you can upsell it to the current buyers.
Buy more entries into the giveaway.
Yeah, you can do that.
It's a thing. You can buy entries into the giveaway.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll see you guys in the full episode. We're going to get out of here. Hit that button. All right, guys, that's it for this episode. You know where to find us. Check us out on YouTube at Total Off-Road Podcast. Check us out on Facebook at the Total Off-Road Podcast Trail Riders page, the group there. Go check that out. Answer the 2 questions, you'll get in. And make sure to leave us a review if you have that ability. Other than that, we're on Instagram at Total_Offroad_podcast. And I think that's everywhere you can find us. Go get some swag off the website, www.totaloffroadpodcast.com. and we'll catch you on the trail.